Hi there, what's up? My name is Lee and welcome to my channel. I'm a cruelty-free YouTuber and today I am bringing you a little haul slash lip swatch slash small review of these Melt Cosmetics products. I have a gel liner and I have 7 of their bullet lipsticks. So if you want to see lip swatches, what I think about them, which shades I have, just keep on watching. So first, let's talk about the liner. I got the shade Cultura. The packaging is gorgeous. Don't mind my nails. If you want to see what's going on with that and everything, just look at the video that I posted with this tutorial. I talk about my nails, I talk about my new background, I talk about my hair, I bleached it. Anyway, this is the Melt Ultra Matte Gel Liner. It's the one that I have on my eyes right now. So this is how it looks. Today is the first time that I used it. So I do have just the first impression. The lipsticks, I have used the shades multiple times. So I have a more, I don't know, formed opinion of those. But I can tell you what I think about the gel liner from the first impression. So the color, gorgeous. The formula is not very stiff, like it's pretty soft when you dip your brush in it, so it's easy to get too much product on your brush. That's not an issue in my opinion, but it's kind of weird, you know, when you're used to gel liners, just dipping the brush and like working it into it. With this one, that's not the way to go. You need to tap it lightly and you will coat the brush. Like you will have a nicely coated brush with the lightest touch, so do keep that in mind. It's extremely opaque, so I'm guessing that if you use it with a brush, just like a fluffier brush, just to apply it and buff it into your skin as a primer or as a base for other shadows, it will do the job, definitely. I don't see it creasing on me at all. It's extremely matte. If you do have a drier skin, maybe you would want to prepare the skin beforehand because it dries down completely. So I have it here on my hand a little bit and like it's staying. You can't rub it off, like it's crazy. So I do see it being long lasting. The color I think is gorgeous for this type of look, for a base and also for a liner. I haven't tried it in my waterline. I don't usually use like pot liners in my waterline with a brush. It's just not something that I do. So I don't know if it's gonna be long lasting over there as well, but it does seem like a really long lasting formula. I do have extremely oily eyelids, so I kind of get the feel for formula that's gonna be, you know, patchy or that's just gonna break apart on me, and this feels like a really long lasting one, which means it's drier, so do keep that in mind. It glides on really smoothly. I did have like a nice layer of this teal shadow on like everywhere basically, and when I applied the liner, it went on extremely opaque. It didn't drag, it didn't get all crusty. It only started doing that when I tried to go over a place that has already started drying down. So the playtime with this is not very long, but it's not too fast. It's not to the point that you can't, I don't know, like blend it out. You can't do a nice wing with it and play with it a little bit, but by the time it does dry down, I don't suggest playing with it anymore. On this eye, I did add a little bit just to correct the shape, and it was fine because I added the tiniest bit. So do work with like a really thin layer with this one, and you can do that because it is extremely opaque. So I would highly recommend it. The colors they have on their website are gorgeous, and I kind of want all of them right now. So yeah, this is a good product in my opinion. By the end of the day, or by the time I edit it, which is not going to be today, let's be honest, I will have more information in the description box about how it wore and everything like that, but I do see it being a long-lasting formula and the colors are gorgeous, and I do see myself getting more shades in the future. So for the lipsticks, I will talk about the formula and everything, and then I will do lip swatches. So this is the first time I've ever filmed a lip swatch video. I haven't filmed it yet, so let's see how that turns out. But let's talk about the formula a little bit. So I have 2 formulas here. I have the Ultra Matte and the Matte, right? Yeah, this is the packaging. It's very sleek. It's like I don't know, a matte packaging, but it's not the NARS soft matte, you know what I mean, that gets gunky when you put it in your purse, or just the longer you have it, it gets gunky. I hate that. It's not the same. This is just the plastic. This is the finish of the plastic. It just says melt, and on the bottom it says the shade. So this is laced. All of the stickers on the bottom are this gray color, which with this specific one it matches the bullet, but with the other ones, like with the one that I have on my face right now, it doesn't match the bullet. So you kind of have to either remember the order or just put them upside down and remember by name. But I do see a situation when you like reach for one, open it, close it, reach for another one. So the more you have, I have 7. The more you have, the more you're gonna play like this memory game with yourself. So I kind of wish the sticker matched the color at least, or like just to have any sort of indication of which color is which. I kind of feel like both formulas, the ultra matte and the matte, are pretty similar. So let me show you. So this is laced, this is the ultra matte. It glides on really, really smoothly and pigmented, and it does have a slight sheen to it. The one that I have on my face right now, it's called Mural, and this is also an ultra matte, and it's kind of satiny. This is a matte, this shade is Mum. They both have the same degree of sheen to them, which is not much, but yeah, I kind of feel like maybe the matte is a little bit more creamy, but like it's not very noticeable. Both formulas are kind of the same in what I'm about to describe. So it's not thick, it doesn't get on your teeth, it doesn't feel like you constantly have to check yourself in the mirror or anything like that. It applies really smoothly, and you don't have to go over it much to get the full pigmentation, which you will see later in the lip swatches. It's really nice in the sense that it's very comfortable on your lips. It doesn't dry down at all. As you can see, the ColourPop lippy sticks have like this ultra matte formula that does feel like it dries down even though it's a bullet lipsticks. Kiko also have a formula that dries down. This does not dry down, but it doesn't budge, like it doesn't move. You don't have to be super careful with it, in my opinion, at least not with these colors. With the darker colors maybe a little bit more, but not overly. And the fact that they're so comfortable, for me, that's worth it. Like I much prefer a bullet lipsticks over a liquid lipsticks, and in my opinion they're kind of long lasting. They don't survive like an oily meal, but drinking coffee, drinking water, sipping on, you know, whatever, they don't rub down, they don't fade, they just kind of stay put. If you kind of smear them, as you can see underneath, it's still pigmented, so it doesn't get patchy easily, you know what I mean? I kind of feel like some formulas of lipsticks, if you touch it, like, I don't know, like this, then you kind of see the spot where you touched it, and you kind of have to, I don't know, mess with it just to get it to be not patchy. So these don't really get patchy, they don't kind of fade patchily, they just fade like normal lipsticks, you know? And the smell, it smells like a vanilla cupcake, you know, like a normal kind of lipstick smell. I don't know. I really like these, and the fact that they have these kind of more grungy, more unique shades, it's everything. I really recommend this. It's very thin formula, very pigmented, and very comfortable. So in my opinion, like that's all I need in a bullet lipstick. I'm really happy that I got it, and in the sale, that's amazing. Like getting a lipstick with this quality for $5, it's such a good deal in my opinion. If you're into trying any of these, I highly recommend them, and if you do get them on sale, that's even better. I think that they're worth like the full price. The only thing I wish is that the sticker matches the color inside, but other than that, the packaging is A, the formula is A, and just the color selection A+. So let's go now to the lip swatches. This is Mural. It's an ultra matte. I would describe it as like a mustardy brownie nude. It's kind of orangey mustardy. I don't know, I really like, as you are gonna see, I'm really bad at describing colors, but I do really like this color and I see myself using it a ton. This is Laced. It's one of the ultra matte formulas as well. It's really opaque. I did go over it just to, you know, finesse the shape and everything like that. Not that I did that great of a job, but I really like the tone of this. This is like a really cool tone, brownie nude. My dog is like snoring over here, so if you can hear that, I'm sorry. Anyway, I really enjoy this kind of color. I do think it complements a lot of skin tones, and if you're very fair or you're very deep, I do think this is kind of the grungy, you know, kind of, I don't know, unexpected shade that you can match to a lot of different cool toned looks, or warm toned, you know, however you like it. But I do see myself using this a ton. Like, this is the kind of lip that I live for, basically. And as you can see, it's really satiny. It's not very matte, even though it's the ultra matte. So maybe if you want it to be more matte, you can blot it or anything like that. But this is the shade Laced. I love it. This is the shade Novelty. It's an ultra matte. It's a cool tone, purpley mauvey pink, I think. Well, it's more of a mauve than a pink. It's not very pink, to be honest. I do really like this kind of colors. Of course, I picked all the colors. I do really like them. I think this would go really well with like a smoky eye or like a really darker makeup look, because it's not very dark, but it's not like a nude, you know what I mean? So this is a really nice one. This is On The Go. It's a matte, it's not an ultra matte, and it's still like as pigmented and as creamy of a formula, and it's still a thin formula. It's not like a goopier, I don't know, thicker formula that's gonna move around on you, in my opinion. I think this is a perfect like kind of mid-tone nude. It's not very cool tone, it's not very warm tone. This is the type of chameleon shade that can complement a lot of different, you know, looks, whether it's really grungy, really dark, really light and breezy and summery. Like, I don't know, I just see it going well with a lot of different looks. So this is a good one. It's like kind of an all-around shade, but it's not the most unique shade, if you know what I mean. Like, I've seen this type of nudes. I don't have anything like it in my collection. I will try to look for dupes actually after I finish the swatches. That's something that I didn't think about until now for some reason. But yeah, so this is like not the most unique, but it's still a really, really nice color in my opinion. So this is On The Go. This is Mum. This is another matte lipstick, not an ultra matte. I would describe it as a burnt orange, like a really, it's not very deep, but it's not very light any as well. On me, it's bordering on vampy, but I do really like this color. Like, of course, I like all the colors that I chose. I didn't choose colors that I thought that I wouldn't like. I didn't choose colors that I thought that I already own. So this is unique to my collection, like all of them, I hope, I feel. But anyway, this is the kind of lipstick that's gonna be a look in itself. Like, this is starting to be dramatic on me, on my skin tone. Maybe if you're of a darker complexion, then this would look like completely delicious chocolatey nude on you, which is amazing. I would use kind of more of a minimalistic eye look with this, maybe just a liner, maybe something, I don't know, light and shimmery, a lot of lashes, and just on its own, like fresh face and this lip, it's gorgeous. So I really, really like Mum. This is Last Kiss. It's an ultra matte. It's a really, really bright fuchsia pink. It's gorgeous. You do have to be quite precise with your application, maybe possibly clean up around it with a concealer brush, which of course I did not bother to do because this is like the 6th lipstick that I'm wearing today. I do see myself using it a lot. I do like a statement lip, and this looks like the color that's gonna stain your lips. Sorry if the framing is a little bit off, I got cut off by my camera, but anyway, if you've been on my channel a little bit and if you've seen my declutters, then you know that I love a lipstick that stains your lips. My lips are naturally very pale. I don't have a lot of pigmentation on them, so bright colors like this, if they don't stain, then when they rub off, they look really, really patchy, because my natural skin tone underneath is very pale in comparison. Like, there is a big contrast between where it rubbed off and where it's still on. So this type of colors, for me, if it doesn't stain, then it's a no-go, but this looks like it does stain, and usually colors like this do stain. In the future I will try to use this with a lip liner if I'm not too lazy, because you know I'm not a lip liner kind of a girl. But this is gorgeous and it's extremely comfortable. Like whenever I wear a darker lip like this, or like a brighter lip to be more precise, then I'm always self-conscious about it getting on my teeth and like on my chin and stuff like that. So the fact that this formula is so thin and so comfortable makes me feel better about wearing it and like leaving the house with it on. So yeah, gorgeous. Last kiss. This is Bane. It's an ultra matte. It's a black lipstick. This is the driest of the bunch, and I do think that it has the least amount of shine on it. Putting it on was more challenging because it is the darkest. Like you can't really go any darker than this. You have to be more careful with the lines and everything like that. And if you do have some wrinkles on your lips like I do, like I'm pretty sure every other person on earth does, then it is gonna skip a little bit. You see? Like I do see the lines, so probably using like a lip brush. Let me try to get one. Well, this is not a lip brush, it's just an angle brush. Using something like this would really make it a lot easier, I think, just to get the lines a little bit more crisp. I'm sorry if you can hear like clicking sounds. My dog is grooming himself right next to me, so not a lot I can do about that. Anyway, I haven't worn this one out yet. I don't know about the longevity, but I do think that it's like, for a black, it's a really nice formula. Just because if it was any creamier, I think I wouldn't be comfortable wearing it longer, because it does drag a little bit, but since it is drier, I do think that it's less prone to smudge. The other ones are kind of long lasting, so I'm kind of hopeful about this one. But the nice thing, and the thing that I like in bullet lipstick, is that you can always reapply it. It doesn't crumble, it doesn't like, it stays emollient. So that's like a blessing and a curse, you know what I mean? So if you do like bullet lipsticks, I do think that this is a good black, just based off first impressions. I've been actually looking forward to getting a black lipstick lately, and I did have my eyes set on the Luxe lipstick from ColourPop, but their formula is a little bit more emollient and a little bit thicker, so I was kind of timid about that. So when I saw the Melt had that sale going on, I knew this was my chance to snap me a black lipstick, and I love it. So that's Bane. That's it. I think my favorites are Mural, which is the one that I wore at the beginning and in the end clip that I already filmed, which is the orangey one. This one, like, I'm just a sucker for orange lips. Also Last Kiss, which is the really bright fuchsia, is gorgeous. Of course Mom, which is like the burnt orange kind of lipstick that's really trendy. I do think just that the selection that Melt has is very unique, which is what attracts people, and myself included, to their brand. So if you're looking for a unique lipstick in a really nice formula, then you can't go wrong with Melt, in my opinion. So that's it. Let me know in the comments if you do have any of these products, if you have other Melt Cosmetics products that you recommend me to try, because so far these are the first items that I have from this brand, and I am really impressed with the formulas and with the color selection. And like, the color selection is something that I knew was special about Melt Cosmetics, but I didn't know that the formula corresponds with that. So let me know what you think about their eyeshadow palettes, if you do have these lipsticks, if you like them or not, and if you have other shades of the gel liners and everything like that. This makeup look is already up on my channel, and I talk about my hair and my background and everything. So if you haven't watched that, I will link it up here in the cards and also in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!